Today's story is about a man who changed the course of Indian history. Not with an army, not with wealth, but with his intellect, patience, and unwavering determination. It is the story of Chanakya, a scholar who was publicly humiliated by a powerful king. What followed was a vow, so fierce that it eventually brought down one of the greatest empires of its time. This is the story of how a single insult destroyed an empire. More than 2,300 years ago, the kingdom of Magadha was one of the most powerful realms in the Indian subcontinent. Its capital, Pataliputra, was a thriving center of wealth, trade, and military strength. Ruling this vast empire was King Dhana Nanda. Dhana Nanda possessed immense wealth, and commanded one of the largest standing armies in the ancient world. His treasury was overflowing with gold, and his military power was feared across the region. Historical accounts even suggest that when Alexander the Great's army approached the borders of India, his soldiers hesitated to advance further, after hearing about the might of Magadha's forces. But despite his wealth and power, Dhana Nanda was deeply unpopular among his people. Heavy taxation, arrogance, and greed had turned many against him. At the same time, far away in the renowned city of Takshashila, lived a brilliant scholar named Vishnu Gupta, who would later become known to the world as Chanakya. Chanakya was not merely a teacher. He was a philosopher, economist, political strategist, and a master observer of human nature. His sharp intellect earned him great respect among scholars, but destiny had prepared a much greater role for him. Chanakya's father, Chanakya, had long opposed the corruption and cruelty spreading through Magadha. Along with several companions, he became involved in efforts to challenge the rule of Dhana Nanda. Their plan, however, failed. The king's powerful intelligence network uncovered the conspiracy before it could succeed. The conspirators were arrested, and many were declared traitors to the kingdom. Soon after, tragedy struck. Chanakya was brutally killed, and his death was falsely presented as a suicide. When the news reached Vishnu Gupta, he was devastated. The death of his father raised many unanswered questions. Determined to uncover the truth, he traveled to Pataliputra. There, witnesses revealed what had really happened. Chanakya had not taken his own life. He had been murdered. The revelation filled Vishnu Gupta with grief and anger. But more importantly, it gave him a purpose. From that moment onward, he embraced a new identity. He would no longer be known merely as Vishnu Gupta. He would become Chanakya, the son of Chanakya. And he would seek justice. Determined to confront the king directly, Chanakya entered the royal court of Dhana Nanda. Before the assembled nobles and ministers, he demanded accountability for his father's death. But instead of receiving justice, he was met with ridicule. Chanakya openly criticized the king's arrogance, corruption, and incompetence. He accused Dhana Nanda of ruling through fear rather than wisdom. The king's face darkened with rage. "Throw him out," he ordered. Without hesitation, the royal guard seized Chanakya and dragged him through the court. As they pulled him away, his hair came loose and fell across his shoulders. In ancient India, forcibly dragging a Brahmin and disheveling his hair was considered one of the greatest forms of public humiliation. The entire court watched. Some laughed. Others remained silent. But none of them realized they were witnessing a moment that would change history. Chanakya slowly rose to his feet. His eyes burned with determination. Standing before the king and his court, he made a terrifying vow. He swore that he would not tie his hair again until he had destroyed the Nanda dynasty and brought down the empire that had humiliated him. The court laughed. Dhana Nanda laughed the loudest. To him, Chanakya was just another angry scholar. But that day, the king unknowingly created the most dangerous enemy he would ever face. Over the following years, Chanakya began a mission unlike anything the kingdom had ever seen. He searched for a worthy leader and eventually found a young boy named Chandragupta. Patiently, he trained him. He built alliances. He gathered supporters. He studied the weaknesses of the Nanda Empire. And when the time was right, he struck. The mighty empire that once seemed invincible eventually fell. Dhana Nanda lost his throne. Chandragupta Maurya became king. And under the guidance of Chanakya, the Mauryan Empire was born. The turn of the wheel. The Nanda Empire possessed immense wealth, a vast army, and unmatched power, yet in the end, it wasn't defeated by a stronger kingdom, it was brought down by one determined mind. King Dhana Nanda saw only a poor scholar standing before him, he never saw the strategist who would reshape history. How often do we make the same mistake? We judge people by their appearance, their position, or their current circumstances. But history reminds us that today's unknown individual may become tomorrow's legend. Chanakya also teaches us another timeless truth. Pain can either destroy a person or give them a purpose. He didn't rush into revenge. He spent years preparing, learning, planning, and waiting for the right moment. His greatest weapon wasn't anger. It was patience guided by strategy. The wheel of time turns for everyone. Some are remembered for the power they possessed. Others are remembered for the wisdom they left behind. The question is, when your moment comes, will you react with emotion or respond with purpose? Until the wheel turns again. This is Kaalachakra.